This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The city of Moses Lake has declared an emergency to replace a water main that has broke multiple times in the past week.
A new report says the state representative who champions Washington's 51st state movement chatted online with right-wing conspirators about committing violence against liberal activists.
A pair of new videos are making the rounds online which profile the dangers associated with distracted driving.
The Royal Knights and Quincy Jags met up for a late-season cross-class duel this Saturday.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
The city of Moses Lake has declared an emergency to replace a water main that has broke multiple times in the past week. The Moses Lake City Council passed the emergency resolution during a special meeting Monday afternoon, allowing for the city to quickly move forward with the water main project. The council also approved a contract with Pegram Construction based in Othello to complete the about $113,000 project. Water mains on Division Street and 5th Avenue broke in multiple places in the past week, with the first on April 14th. Two breaks occurred on April 16th and another on April 17th, with a total of nearly 1 million gallons of water lost during the 4 breaks. City staff has made emergency repairs to the same water main in the past, but the pipe now needs replaced. About 770 feet of pipe will be replaced in order to prevent further breaks, which could result in property damage and dangerous conditions on the road. City staff said work is expected to begin on Wednesday and take about 2 weeks. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
A new report says the state representative who champions Washington's 51st state movement chatted online with right-wing conspirators about committing violence against liberal activists. The Guardian reported Saturday it had obtained private chat logs involving State Representative Matt Shea of Spokane Valley, offering help in running background checks on Spokane area activists, and offering names of potential targets for violence. When right-wing radio host Jack Robertson and former Malheur Wildlife Refuge occupier Anthony Bosworth suggested violent attacks on, quote, Antifa members during a Signal chat session in 2017, Shea allegedly named 3 people as possible targets and said, "Okay, what background checks need to be done? Give me the list." Shea is most famous for sponsoring legislation year after year to split Washington into 2 states, with the east half named Liberty. The chat news brought condemnations from Spokane County's Republican Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich and Lieutenant Governor Cyrus Habib and U.S. Senator Patty Murray, both Democrats, last year when it was revealed Shea had drafted a manifesto called A Biblical Basis for War that endorsed killing political adversaries. Republicans in the House stripped him of his leadership post. He retained seats on 3 House committees. Neither Shea nor House GOP leader J.T. Wilcox responded to requests for comment about the article on Monday morning. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
A pair of new videos are making the rounds online which profile the dangers associated with distracted driving. 18-year-old Kashmir High School senior Emma Bruner championed the public service-style announcements for her senior project and also took on a starring role as a distracted driver in both productions.
I guess what really made me want to do something like this was because it's annoying, it's not safe, it's selfish, and it's something that shouldn't be happening any day of the week.
Bruner drew her inspiration for the project from time spent serving as a page in the Washington state legislature for Senator Linda Evans Parlett in 2016, during which time she discovered something that alarmed her about why there was no signage on state highways discouraging such actions behind the wheel.
They said that there hadn't been enough deaths yet, and at the time there were more than 3,000. And I was like, okay, so you want more to happen in order for you to stop them from happening. That makes no sense at all.
Since Bruner couldn't make Washington State populate its roadways with warning signs, she took it upon herself to install some for her own community. Bruner also obtained several small grants that she used to purchase items like refrigerator magnets featuring the message, and enlisted a professional speaker on the subject to visit her school for an assembly as well.
I wanted to make an impact on my small town and communities surrounding it, and make my project centered around distracted driving and bringing education and awareness to the surrounding communities.
Bruner's video was filmed and produced by Digital Media Northwest of Wenatchee, and her project was also supported by several local businesses. Thus far, Bruner says she's extremely pleased at the response her idea and the efforts behind it have received.
I never thought in a million years that I could be doing something so impactful and it already having thousands and thousands of views. I've gotten emails and texts and calls from so many people saying, oh my gosh, I saw you. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, yeah, I made that. Like, that's my video. I did that. And it's amazing. And even if it just saves one life, that's why I did it.
Bruner's videos are already widespread on social media and will soon begin running prior to first-run Hollywood movies at the Gateway Cinemas in Wenatchee. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
The Royal Knights and Quincy Jacks met up for a late-season cross-class duel this Saturday. Despite the Knights enjoying a more overall successful season, it was the Jacks who walked away with the victory 2-0. The Jacks entered halftime with a 1-goal lead thanks to a goal from Quis Quintero. The Knights had come back on the mind, entering the second half fired up and sending a flurry of shots on goals. The Jacks defense held strong, and a goal from Felipe Zepeda around halfway through the second half took the wind out of the Knights' sails.
Honestly, it gave us more confidence since Royal were putting in their bench for the first 20 minutes. And when I scored that goal, we felt really confident because we scored on the starters.
Quincy rolled on to the 2-0 victory, earning their 4th win in their last 5 games.
It just gives us that extra little boost that we need to finish off the last 2 games in our league, and to come here on a small-sided teams that we came with, it feels good.
The Jacks will next play on Tuesday when they host their rivals, the Ephrata Tigers. Royal will also play on Tuesday when they host College Place. If the Knights win on Tuesday, they'll clinch being league champs for the 3rd year in a row. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.